Okay, we got Warble playing Twins in the orange up against Rasposo playing Tenri in the yellow. And we've seen a bunch of Tenri at Rasposo. I feel like that's been like one of their go-to picks. Someone feel free to correct me if I'm wrong in the YouTube comments, but
It's the sneaky dragon student playing the sneaky dragon name.
yeah, that is true.
I still remember Sneaky complaining that people were banning Tenri only against him because they know he likes playing it.
I wonder, as you know, the game is like received a bit more balance changes, if we're gonna start seeing more of that, where like people are banning specific commanders against people.
I mean, Tenri was also.
I mean, Mastro won't do it, but
Yeah,
I
I will
will.
never do it. I will never do it. I mean, I will occasionally do it, but only when it's like
It makes sense too.
very,
when
very
it's
clearly
Sedgehan.
correct.
Yeah, like you ban
Yeah.
Sedge against Sedgehan on a map where Sedge is really good.
And Wolfer versus KMP. Every map. Can't play other zeros. I mean, he can, but it's not the same.
Oh, although to be fair, Wolfar is like historically the most banned commander across like
Yeah.
every version of Wargroove and every map and every patch. Like people just really don't like playing against Wolfar.
Well,
I mean, he
sometimes
is
it
very
would be
annoying to play against, you know? Like, there's no question about that.
Yeah.
like a lot of times I've banned Wolfer in World War 1, even though he wasn't good, because I had prepped the line super well against, like, in general, but I hadn't prepped it specifically against Wolfer. So I'm like, Wolfer is probably really bad here. But there is a chance if they go Wolfer, it's gonna mess up my prepped line. And like if they don't go Wolfer, and even if they pick a better CO, they don't have the prep I have, so they're gonna lose. So sometimes I just ban Wolfer thinking this type of thing.
Makes sense.
In a way, even if he isn't the best CO, he could be the correct ban for you in that situation due to prep reasons.
Looking at the opening, Stanley's having a bit of trouble. Usually, like, your commander is healed and way more forward.
Yeah, like last game we were talking about, you know, swords. Oh, actually, both of my phones rang at the same time there, which was interesting.
It's an attack. It's a coordinated assault on Barrett's.
Your phone is getting DDoS.
Yeah, but yeah, my landline and my mobile both went off at the same time from two different numbers calling me, so I'm gonna need to find out what that was about. Okay, sorry, back to the game. Yeah, we were saying like this south side, the commander is like really struggling and actually getting pushed back by basically one sword plus some reinforcements.
Henry didn't have to go so far back. Yo. Oh, and the fire leaves for one more turn. Oh no, that's a ton of damage for no reason. They could have finished it.
Yeah, just living on very small amount of health. Maybe they got
Maybe he
distracted
would
by
have
the phone call too.
exposed. Oh, maybe he could have. He had to expose something to twins to finish it, and then you don't take damage, but you lose like a free sword or something. Oh yeah.
No, maybe they're just setting up a lethal now. Because they have a bunch of suicides.
That would actually be like a really like interesting play. Is like you just like, oh no, they're healing their swords. Never mind. Okay.
Interesting would have been the word for it, yeah.
Yeah, but you just leave a bunch of your units on like 6 or 8 health, and you're just like, yeah, I'm just gonna like save these for later.
Ooh, but you know, being way too passive, Rasposo is not gonna have any money. Yeah, and Warble has so much. This is just over. You can't just walk back 10 turns in a row.
Yeah, I mean, Warble kinda has the whole map at this point.
Yeah, he's just way too rich now. He's pumps
Can't
big
do
units.
much about that.
And port plus converter makes it a pretty good map to be reached. You just convert to straight unit count with.
But yeah, here you see even if Warble has a pretty sizable lead, like the stronghold is fairly defendable because Rasposo only isn't extended on the sides. But in more even games, usually you have to spread your forces to the sides to not fall behind, and then there's nothing in front of the stronghold, and it's very fast to fall.
I mean, he's marching on the stronghold.
Yeah, I mean the stronghold's probably still gonna fall, but
Yeah,
there's gonna be a fight.
I guess that's fair. Was it a
Yeah.
golem?
When you're that far ahead, like hitting a harpy with a knight, even if the no, hitting a knight with a harpy, even if the harpy just dies, is
Oh,
worth it.
this is really scary though. Commander on beach next to river. That is
Oh,
a tile that you never want to put your commander on. Because there's a dragon nearby as well. And
Damn,
Tenri
fine, I think.
exists. Henry has 98% groove. Oh.
Ooh, that's gonna be death, I guess.
Ooh,
Yeah, it
nice.
is.
Golem. Yeah, that's
Ooh.
death.
And oh, there's a mage that can hit as well. Oh yeah, that's so dead.
Very nice.
Warble just getting way too daring here.
And he didn't have to. The game was mega won, but sometimes you just want to win quickly. You're like, okay, easy game, go next, right? And then
Ho ho ho.
and then your opponent had an easy game.
And oh, gonna
Wow,
crit with the low
trolling.
health knight. Oh, that's such a good
Trolling.
Let's
draw.
go. See? That's because they damaged it in the fire earlier.
Exactly. So now he gets trolled by the knight. Punished.
Oh, and that's a real student of Sneaky Dragon moment right there.
I
Yeah,
mean, more
Very
like
cool
Warble
lethal
trolls
dragon.
his advantage, but okay, yeah.
I mean, no, I'd say.
It's also
I think it's fair to
position.
say it's cool.
Yeah, it's cool, but also it's like it's very hard to not see it because when you open your game, okay, let's say what happened, and you're like, oh, I'm completely lost unless I kill him here. Can I kill him here? So it's like it's hard to miss this lethal because it's the only thing you should be looking at.
It's also maybe hard to miss it because on beach next to river.
Yeah, I'm saying, but sometimes you might not even look at lethal, and this is not gonna be one of those turns. You're gonna
Yeah,
look
you,
for
you
lethal
should
because
always look at lethal.
I mean in async, yeah, but like here when you have no other outs, even more so, right? And then when you have no other outs and they're also on river, on bits next to river, yeah, maybe even more so. And then he did look at it and got it, winning against Warble, which is a pretty huge upset, I guess.
Yeah, it's a good win to have.
Solid win right there. And oh yeah, I mean Warble definitely was winning the game overall. Had more of the map, had more economy. Bullied commander with a sword early, which is not something you get to see too often. So
I mean, I think also Rasposo was respecting too much. Could have been more aggressive with Xiao, but wasn't.
yeah. But
Well, maybe he was afraid of something like this happening to him.
Wasn't afraid enough.
No, I'm talking like Rasposo maybe was afraid of something like
Oh.
this. So he ended up doing it to Warble, who was
I mean, maybe
not
it was all
afraid
a
enough.
ploy.
Yeah.
Maybe it was all like I'm gonna like get my opponent into like a false sense of security, kind of pull back, like let them like kind of march forwards without contesting it too much, and then just like
have
snap
the
lethal.
have the
I mean,
twins
this can be our
walk
head
onto the
canon.
beach.
This can be our head canon, I guess. Anyway, nice quick game. Let's go to the next one.
It definitely fits the sneaky dragon student storyline though.